it wasn't what they intended to use, because my boy would never in a million years have gone, I'm going to take a pill and die tonight.
Sue Lavelle is haunted by her son's death. 37-year-old Michael Hodgkinson was found dead alongside 3 others in the living room of a Broadmeadows home in Melbourne's northern suburbs 3 months ago. Unbeknownst to the group, they'd taken a substance laced with a lethal synthetic opioid.
Because it is so toxic, not one of them had the chance to say, I'm in trouble, I need to get help.
Just days after their deaths, Victoria Health issued a warning about cocaine laced with protonitazine.
This is an absolute area of concern.
Nitazines are a class of synthetic opioids first developed by pharmaceutical companies in the 1950s as a substitute for morphine, but they proved too potent to ever be used clinically.
I think the person stands a high chance of passing away before they have a chance to become addicted to it.
When the Taliban cracked down on opium production a couple of years ago, international organised crime groups started looking for alternatives. They filled the gap with synthetic opioids like nitazines, which are cheaper and easier to produce. Manufactured in labs across India and China, they're then sold on more than 1,700 sites on the dark web, most of which deliver to Australia. Perhaps most concerningly, they're also being cut with other substances like cocaine and MDMA.
We're seeing the organised crime syndicates using this as a cheap alternative to make further money and proceeds.
Up to 50 times stronger than fentanyl, just 2 milligrams of nitazines can be deadly. So let's put that into perspective. A teaspoon of sugar is roughly 4,000 milligrams. This is what a fatal dose looks like.
100,000 plus a year die from opioid use in the United States.
In the US state of Kentucky, Henry Lucas and his team are taking preventative action to reduce the prevalence of drug overdoses. Their work includes educating the community in the use of anti-overdose medication naloxone.
We are making changes in our city.
That approach is getting the attention of Australian authorities. The Victorian government is putting 20 naloxone vending machines in key areas of need. In Queensland, security guards who work in popular night spots are being offered free naloxone training.
The rate of overdose in Australia in 2022 exceeded the national road toll, and every one of those deaths is a catastrophe, and which leaves a void for families and communities.
For Sue Lavelle, that void is all-consuming.
Riding camels with Ma.
Left with just photos of her son and his ashes in a cardboard box.
And I would not wish this pain of losing a child on anybody.